put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Tobago Updates. It's Youth Wednesday and I am Aliyah Holder.
And I am Dwayne Nurse. I am very much happy to be here this morning. Aliyah, why are we here this morning?
We're here this morning to take over the show as youths.
Okay, because I came here this morning, I didn't see Mr. Skeet, I didn't see Miss George.
Today is for them to stay home and relax and reflect and then come out tomorrow.
I thought they leave and they leave with all the pressure, but...
Well, we come for this work and we go and mash it up.
Well, we're setting it up, of course. So, welcome our youth to our viewers all over the world. Welcome to all our virtual listeners on Facebook, those that are signing on YouTube, and those that are on METV. Where else do we have Tobago
You can
updates?
find Tobago Updates on the website tobagoupdates.com and also on Smash Radio TT.
Wow, Tobago Updates real growing, boy.
Yes, and I know why we have radio, because we want to reach the senior citizens. It's not just about the young people. We just have to reach everybody and ensure that all the news and all the updates gets out there. Because remember, we are the #1 station in Tobago.
Okay, all right. So let me see who we have on the live this morning. I see here, wow, we getting good morning before the thing even starts, yes?
Yes, I've seen that.
We have Anne-Marie Davis. We have Akima Thomas. Good morning from, she said, True Trini. Well, I would add. Mr. Skeet, good morning. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Bring back something for us. Good morning to Ria as well. If I'm not seeing her here this morning. Mr. Che Fitzgerald Harris, good morning to you, sir. Onika Murray. Julian Skeet, come up again. Mr. Wood, I've seen Mr. Rondell Ruston Wood this morning, and Yulani Fletcher. Good morning to everybody. Aliyah, we want to talk about birthdays. Always on my birthday, there's a girl called jealous and thing. But who do we have for birthdays this morning?
This morning we have one of our very own from the countryside, because you know we're East Side people.
Yeah, country.
Happy birthday to you, to Wanda Brown. Wishing you all the best today. And also Julian Skeet is sending birthday greetings to his auntie Maria out in Florida. Happy birthday to you, Dr. Maria Sanders, viewing from Florida. Wishing you all the best today from the Tobago Updates family.
Alright, so what do we have in store for them this morning?
So this morning we have a pack rundown for you guys, which entails Ronaldo Belfant, business owner or youth mentor. Sonia Phillip, which Johnny Campbell will be doing that out at THCI for us. So yes, there's another youth host on the show this morning. And who do we have last doing?
Well, girl, you tell me, you know.
Last on the rundown we have Daniel Clark. Everybody knows him in Tobago as Mr. Fluorescent Black. So yes, that equips us for the show this morning, and be sure to stay for the entire show, because I tell you, when youth's taking over, we're taking over.
Oh yes. So guys, this is the rundown we have for this morning. Please don't forget to share the live. You might win a prize if you share the live. So please, guys, let us join and let us learn and encourage us as well, because we cannot new to this, you know, Aliyah.
Yeah.
You know, we cannot new
so
to
you just
this.
need the encouragement. So let's share the live, share the live, share the live.
Oh God.
Oh gosh, man, your belly. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, man, your belly. Oh gosh, man, your belly. Man, your belly. Madness. Oh gosh. Yes, my brother. Man, your belly.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Good morning, put a smile on your...
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. To
Welcome
top
to Tobago
story.
Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and looms as
remains. When
the public is
nobody lives here. Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood.
Spearsides Marine in Tobago fishermen.
When will the
Sion
Roxborough
Francis
Hospital be fully functional?
of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window
Still find
at the islands
treasures like the golden
continue to
waterfall.
rise in Tobago.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place.
Good morning and welcome back to Tobago Updates. It's 7:06 a.m. on the island of Tobago and in Trinidad. And this morning in this segment we have with us Mr. Ronaldo Belfant. Good morning, Ronaldo.
Good morning, good morning. Thanks for having me.
And how are you?
I'm great, man. Nice to be here so early in the morning.
So, tell our viewers and everyone tuning in to Tobago Updates, who is Ronaldo Belfant?
All right, so I'd have to describe myself as a semi-young individual making strides in business. I know that the topic is, I guess the theme is youth today, so I think I'd barely scrape in the youth segment. And so I'm a businessman involved in retail and also in real estate and investments. And you know, Tobago born and bred and making strides, trying to put Tobago on the map in terms of doing world-class investment products and real estate projects.
Okay, so why real estate?
Okay.
Especially in Tobago.
Honestly, it was not my original intention. In fact, I had no interest in business up until a few years ago. I would say I'm a recovering academic, but I kind of fell into business, I guess through my family. After my academic career didn't exactly pan out the way I wanted, but you know, God works in mysterious ways, man. So I've come into it belatedly, but I think I'm making great strides since then.
Okay, so besides real estate, what other businesses are you into?
Okay, so a big part of what we do is helping young people especially develop investment portfolios. And as you may know, we're coming out with a book soon to show people how to set up an investment portfolio to invest in stocks, not only locally but internationally.
Investment portfolios, give us why is it important to have that a bit in your life? What's the big deal about it?
Well, you find that a lot of people locally are in a financially precarious position. If someone has an unexpected medical emergency, most people do not have savings to fall back on. And so what we're trying to do is educate persons and even show persons how to develop a portfolio that could be a safety net for you from any unexpected emergencies, or even as an alternative as a retirement plan.
So these investment portfolios should come from, let's say, should be started to be implemented since around the secondary school age, because I mean that is where young people or everyone growing up will learn how to save and stuff like that. we usually had, but I had a piggy bank, and your grandparents used to tell you, don't spend the coins when you come home, put it in your piggy bank. Or you save $1 every day and you'll get something. So the importance of saving must there for some people, but some persons' parents will tell them, live today as your last, because when you're dead, the money will stay there. So what advice do you have for them, or what implementations do you think should happen, and from what stage do you think that investment should be taught, from the stage of secondary school, or it should be after or before?
I would argue that you could start even before that. And a simple maxim to live by, even at a young age, is to teach young people, even children, to spend less than you earn. It might sound simple. In fact, it is simple, but in executing it is very hard. Because you find a lot of people who earn a lot of money actually live paycheck to paycheck, just like other people. People with six-figure monthly incomes still have that problem, because that simple maxim, spend less than you earn, is not being adhered to. So I would think that would probably be the first step to teach your children in, I guess saving is the first step, and then moving on to different types of investment products. And as you get older and get more experience, you could go into more advanced and more complex types of investments. So I guess starting from your credit union type account to maybe then graduating to mutual funds, and then eventually starting your own stock investment portfolio. So I think it starts with saving. As you said, the piggy banks and stuff is stuff that we could start with, eventually graduate into your susus, but eventually I think that everyone should
legal susus, right?
The legal susus, of course, man.
Just making sure. So, since that you have all this initiative, do you plan on engaging with, let's say, the Secretary of Education to have your book when it's published, hopefully?
Well, I haven't reached out to them, but I'm pretty sure that they have my number, or could get my number very easily. So I welcome partnerships with the public sector and even private organizations as well. We're all about education, because financial literacy is a major problem in Trinidad and Tobago. I think the statistics show that 90% of people do not know how to read a bank statement. And that is a scary statistic. So as much help as we could get in educating people on how to take control of their financial lives, we will accept it.
Okay. So I'm going over to the live, and persons are saying, congratulations to you, Ronaldo. Well articulated, Ronaldo. There's another proud moment in a life, in a parent's life, and then someone says, yes, congratulations to you as well. So I would say congratulations to you, and in 30 seconds, what do you have to say to the youth of Tobago and to everyone else on investments and financial literacy?
Okay, so this message, I always preach the message that there's no better time to be a young person in Trinidad and Tobago. The opportunities afforded to you, let's say persons at high school age, are far superior to even when I was in high school. And so I encourage you to grasp those opportunities. And it may call for a little bit of delayed gratification, but I assure you that there will be benefits in the long run, and it will only be to the betterment of you and to our communities.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Belfant, very much. And coming up in the next segment, Dwayne will be interviewing Mr. Belfant further, and they will be talking about his book. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Burn your belly. Burn your belly. Madness. Oh gosh. Yes, my brother. Burn your belly.
Good morning, morning, good morning, morning. Put a smile on your
MI4 security, sir.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning.
Alright guys, welcome back to Tobago Updates Youth Morning. We are continuing with Mr. Balfour. Mr. Belfort, my apologies.
No problem.
Listen, I want to be big like you when I grow up. You know, you've done some real great things, man. I've been hearing about you for a long time, and quite frankly, I have been admiring you for a long time, because business is what drives any economy in the world. So one of the things that I enjoyed and I love is home construction. And my gripe for Tobago has always been, how do we have but affordable homes for Tobago? How has that been for you, being that you're into real estate?
Well, it's amazing that you mentioned that. I didn't plan on talking about it just yet, but my team and I are working on something that we call the Tobago Yard Development Plan. And I think it will help alleviate some of the problems that we have here locally. Now, let me delve into that a little bit. The Tobago Yard is a concept we're all familiar with. Granny build a house, uncle build a house next to it, Tanti build a house, and you end up with problems in that. Maybe the deed in granny name or in one auntie name, and you know that could lead to bacchanal later on. You only have one WASA connection, that sort of thing. So what we're working on is developing a plan where lands will have multi-family approval. Of course, we'll have to get the town and country board on board with this, so that we could have structures in place where each member of a family can have their own designated parcel of land, and they will have all the rights and access as if they own a piece of land individually. So that would mean shared land purchase costs and shared construction costs. And we don't run into the issues of, deed issues and only one person have a TNT connection, that sort of thing. So everyone has a legitimate claim to a parcel of land. So we're working on the Tobago Yard development plan.
And I like the name too. It's only UT. It's relevant. Like the kind of Tobago kind of culture in terms of building and so on. And you're quite right. But I just want to segue a bit into the live. I just got some important news that our Chief Secretary is tuning, and I think he's saying good morning. I also see Miss Zoisha Hackett as well. She's even endorsing some of the things that initiatives that you're working on. So good morning to all. And I also see Miss Kimmy Alfred Potts. Good morning. So you have quite a bit of support from the Tobago, the Tobago population in relation to your initiatives, and I must say I really love it. You are not just into real estate, but as I've mentioned and was discussed by my colleague earlier, you are big on financial literacy. And one of the things that stood out to me in your earlier interview was you said that you are a recovering student, and I think I don't want to be presumptuous, but just tell us a bit about that and kind of relate it to what the average young Tobago might be going through right now.
All right. So I use the word recovering academic because I was training to be like a university lecturer. So going through the master's research program and then started the PhD, etc., etc. And as I told Aliyah, I had no intention or desire of getting into business, but things turned out that I actually, made this jump. But I think that my life, to a limited extent, and I guess other people might be even better examples, that there is no point at which you cannot pivot into business if you so desire. And in fact, in some instances, it's actually an advantage to have a background in other areas because myself, I studied environmental sciences all my life up until about 26 or so. So really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that much. Yeah. So if there's hope for me, there's hope for everyone.
Right. So you mentioned investing in stocks. Like break that down for the average youth so they could buy into it. Stocks to me is a kind of new concept for Tobago and Trinidad. So just break it down for us.
All right. So what we teach in the book is how to get involved in buying individual stocks. And as someone who I always think that I'm a little bit forward thinking, and for youths out there, it's good to buy Nikes and wear Nikes, but I think it's even better to buy Nike stock, which is one of the preeminent stocks on the market right now because they have a track record of high returns. So too, we have a lot of young people, going to the club. I had my club days, going clubs then and blue tantra. Don't tell me about that. But rather than
I'm more experienced than me, man.
Rather than going to the club and buy Moet, why not buy the company or own stocks in the company that makes Moet, which is LVMH. Again, one of the top stocks in the world. And rather than the benefit of having, the benefit of one night drinking whatever, the big drinks from LVMH, you own the stock and that reaps dividends for years and years past, even when you forget about that night I had on the tongue.
Right. So when I buy my next Apple product, I could buy some Apple stocks.
Right, that's actually...
You can leave your number with me because
sure, no problem,
things ain't really looking up. But thank God for your initiative.
Yeah,
money in a COVID period for young people, I think is a very good initiative for youths to find new ways to bring in an income, and I love that. So I want to marry your initiative for real estate and this youth stock investment. And what are some of your impediments, being that this might be somewhat new and being so young in this thing? What were some of your impediments?
My personal impediments? Honestly, lack of knowledge, man. But luckily, I was able to knowledge is at their fingertips. You just have to know where to look. And so the idea is that the lessons that I would have learned the hard way in some instances, I don't want other people to make my mistakes. So the hope is that other people will learn from my mistakes and hopefully do even better than I did. And so honestly, we have a fair locally of writing, filling out forms and that sort of thing. So a big part of what we do is try to show you shortcuts, how to navigate it.
Not the shortcuts that will break my foot though.
No, the good shortcuts. Nice. All right, so how to navigate through that process of setting up like a brokerage account and that sort of thing.
Right, lovely. So I presume I have not gotten a copy of your book yet.
You'll get one.
I would love to read that book, but I presume that some of these things are noted duly in your book. What would you say to the average youth who might say, well, man, me know Ronaldo, man, he gets silver spoon a mouth. What would you say to the average young person who is endeavoring to be like you in terms of being out there and being in the business world? What do you say to that young person?
Well, funny enough, I actually had that silver spoon accusation quite a few times, which is funny. But I think that is testament to the fact that we do not think about money in the right way. You see, the journey of wealth is not even a marathon, it's not even a marathon, it is a relay. Now, many people have created a fortune, but passing on to the other generation has been a complete disaster. And we've seen examples of that right across Trinidad and Tobago. And so learning how to, even if you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, in the span of one generation, that could all wither away. And so learning how to build on what you would have inherited from your parents or been granted by your parents is also very important. So I would encourage everyone to see it more as it's my responsibility to accept the baton and pass it on to the next generation in an even better level than you received it.
Well, you must be a great author. You sound like a philosopher. I want to thank you this morning. And please, guys, let us support the book. What is the name of the book?
It's called the Value Investor's Handbook, and this is the stock market edition. We have future editions coming on soon, teaching about different asset classes, and it's launching on Valentine's Day, February the 14th. So if you really love your significant other and you care about them, you could, encourage them to learn about financial literacy. But if you can't wait and you want immediate access, you could join our Patreon community for as little as $1 per month and get immediate access right now.
Right. So just finally, for information's sake pertaining to the book, where can the book be accessed?
All right. So if you go to our Facebook page, there's a link to our Patreon, so you could access it there. And pretty soon it will be on Value Hip, which is our website to help disseminate information, something like Kindle. You could get it there. And
if possible, can you just leave your number with the viewers if they so need to contact you?
All right. So you could contact me at 757-2476. That's the Zero office line, which you're more likely to get me on. If it's something really, really pressing, you could WhatsApp me at 688-7714. That's my personal number, but I want to say WhatsApp me because it's hardly likely to get me to answer a phone call. So send me a WhatsApp first and then I'll get back to you.
All right, Mr. Belfant, I want to thank you for being here this morning. I will be definitely taking a number. Right. And thank you for sharing with Tobago and giving Tobago hope. Guys, unfortunately, this brings us to the end of this interview. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
This company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
I want to meet with you to share my personal testimony and other local testimonies. Call me now, Juliet Roberts, at 341-0715. The number again is 341-0715. God bless you.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Oh gosh. Man, your belly. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Man, your belly. Oh gosh. Man, your belly. Man, your belly. Madness. Oh gosh. Yes, my brother. Burn your belly.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Tobago Updates. Good morning to my mommy, Ria. Oh, I see you watching here, mommy. Hi, good morning to you. Let me shout out some other people on the live. Good morning, Onika Mars. We have Ophelia Benjamin Crooks, Giovanni Charles, Akima Thomas, Secretary Hackett, and Chief Secretary Fally. Sorry. Good morning to you guys.
Yeah, we also have Natalie Kodjo Nelson. Good morning. Miss Grace Stanley. It seems as if Tobago is getting all the support, all the traction.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, we mean you don't understand earlier. I mean, come on. I think this should be definitely understood. So good morning, Miss Maxine Allen. I mean, that interview was real inspiring though. Like,
yes.
I think it gives me hope because sometimes I was told yesterday by a goodly gentleman that I am an impulsive spender. I mean, that could be somewhat true. So I need to check Mr. Belfant for some tips.
I think I need to check him too because I have been told that I get paid in front of a fan. So
yeah,
I need to check him.
I mean, you need to tell me how much a dress costs, by the way, before you leave.
As we're speaking about my dress, it's by yours truly, my seamstress Juliet Thomas, of course. And she's very affordable, guys. So get at her. She made this wonderful dress for me. So here now, we will be going over to Janae Campbell, who's at THGI with us. Hi.
Hi, good morning, Tobago. I am your host, Janae Campbell, and I am here reporting to you live from THTI, Blenheim, Tobago. This beautiful morning, I am joined with Sonia Phillip. Hi, good morning, Miss Phillip. How are you?
I am fine, thank you, Janae. And how are you?
I am quite fine, quite fine.
Welcome to THGI.
It's a pleasure indeed to be here. So, can you tell us about the work scope of THTI? What do you all do here? For those who may not know.
Certainly, Janae, and thank you for being here. THGI is the premier tertiary education institution in Trinidad and Tobago. We offer studies in hospitality, culinary arts, and food and beverage.
Okay, nice. That's really nice. I might be interested because I am also interested in getting into the culinary arts arena. Trust me.
Excellent, excellent. Behind you, you have a backdrop of people who can tell you quite a bit about the experience of culinary education at the Institute.
Okay, well, let's get right into it. Who can tell me about their experience here at THTI?
My experience at THGI so far has been a good one, especially where now on Friday we are having our smokehouse sale. Due to COVID, we were unable to have our normal student lunch, but we still wanted to bring a premier experience to Tobago. So on Friday, you would find that our menu that we are having is a great one, and that Tobago, if you still can make your orders now because we have limited stock available.
Hi, can you just give us some more details, like where would it be held, what's the menu like, just some little information for us, the time, how can they contact you all, that kind of thing.
They can contact us at THTI/Smokehouse on Google, or they can contact Chef Sonia Phillip. It will be held at our compound here in Blenheim, Tobago, or Gardenside.
Okay, lovely. So viewers, you heard it. And can someone else tell me how has this institution impacted on your development as a young person?
Hi. This whole culinary arts program has influenced me. It has great impact on me. I didn't come with the intention to be here this long. I just wanted to cook and think I could have just done a short course. But I am here for 3 years. This is my 3rd year, and it is a great experience. I don't regret doing it at all. So I will advise anybody, if you want to jump into culinary world, to go ahead and come up to THGI.
That's great advice. Another student, can you tell me what would have motivated you to join this institution? You just liked cooking? Come on, tell us.
Hi, good morning. My job influenced me in coming and taking the course because in order to move up, you have to have the education on what you're doing, and THCI has showed me so much different thing that I never thought about when coming to cooking, like the measuring and all the stuff. You know, we pour till ancestors say stop. THCI has told me teaspoons, cups, and tablespoons.
All right, I probably need that lesson as well, trust me. And, you know, another student, I just want to engage you all. You know, what is one of the main lessons that you would have learned at your stay here?
One of the main lessons would be that you need the experience in the kitchen, in that is not just about chopping things and just putting it together. Everything has to be in a specific way. There's so many rules, there's a process to everything, there's so many parts about physics, chemistry behind it. It's a true experience. As I said, it's not just where you think, okay, I can cook good, I can open a restaurant. It's not about that. There's so many business parts about it. There's the food itself, then there's like stuff like plating, which is very artsy. So yeah, as a whole process, it's really beautiful, and it's really good to engage in. So yeah.
Wow, I feel inspired myself. Is there anything that you all would like to tell to our online viewers? You know, we have viewers from Tobago and indeed the region. So come on, tell us something. Market THTI.
Oh, wow. I would like to say that I think that at THCI we offer a really strong program because we have chef lecturers who are grounded in the theory and they have the practical experience. So we give the students a great background in theory and then we give them that practical hands-on experience. In fact, we're actually in our professional kitchen, which is set up like a restaurant kitchen, so that the students actually operate in a kitchen that is very much like what they would see in the industry. So, you know, we get that practical experience as well, and we're able to give it to our students.
Wow, that's indeed wonderful. So viewers, that's it. We are here at THTI Tobago, and for those of you all who may be interested, you can definitely reach out. Don't forget, they have their THTI lunch and you can reach out to them, right? So, back to you guys in studio.
Hi. Hi, Johnny. And hi, everybody at THCI.
Hi, Alia and Dwayne.
Hello, hello. I love.
Hi.
Right, I love the energy over there, man. I mean, I feel like coming over there. I feel like I had
yeah, but Johnny, you're in the kitchen and you're not eating. I don't understand. Where's the food?
Yes, and I'm very famished. I'm very hungry, and I think that I probably should have given something to eat. I feel like a meal should have been prepared for me.
Right. So tell us, what do we have? Only Tobago-centered students at the institution? I mean, what is the student population like there?
All right, Ms. Phillips, I believe you could answer this question first. He wants to know if there are only Tobago students here at THTI. Is it open for those in the region, in Trinidad, etc.?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, the students of this food preparation 2 class are actually a mix of students from both Trinidad and Tobago, and we also welcome students throughout the region. I think that the experience, the indigenous experience of this institute adds value to the culinary education, the top-notch culinary education that you'll receive here. So we welcome everyone in the region to consider THCI, pay us a visit.
Viewers, you heard it. This is a top-notch institution that you can definitely reach out to.
No, I think I will be going to THCI because I feel like I need some culinary arts teaching. I don't have enough. Granny teaching me, no, but I don't feel like that is enough. So thank you, Johnny, very much.
Same here.
We have birthday greetings to give out to Michael Shepherd, a Tobago Updates loyal viewer. Happy belated birthday to you, Michael. And also today, celebrating a birthday, we have with us Devin Seeley. He's always on the live. Happy birthday to you and wishing you all the best today. Up in the next segment with us, we do have Daniel Clark, owner of Fluorescent Black. And mind you, he is a Tobagonian. So yes, Tobago produces designers.
I mean, Fluorescent Black is quite an interesting name, you know.
Yes, sir.
And what about fluorescent green, fluorescent
like orange, fluorescent pink, but fluorescent black.
Wow. I find Tobagonians real killing it these days, you know.
Yes.
Wait is. I'm excited to hear from him.
It's 2022. We have to shake up things.
Yeah.
So, viewers, we encourage you to share the live, share the live, share the live.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash in transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
I want to meet with you to share my personal testimony and other local testimonies. Call me now, Juliet Roberts, at 341-0715. The number again is 341-0715. God bless you.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning.
Good morning again, guys, and welcome to all our viewers, all our listeners on all the platforms that we are on. This morning we have another interesting person here with us this morning in the name of Mr. Daniel Clark, and he is the owner and founder of Fluorescent Black. No, I kind of was real confuffled about the name. I like the name. What is the meaning behind that name? Where that name came from?
Having me here.
Yeah,
Fluorescent Black is the name that I attached to my fashion label, and it is stated to mean empowering black lives and black skin. I kind of wanted to give a strong title to something that I hold near and dear to me. It is a fashion label that often tries to tell the stories and to highlight things that we often might forget with regards to our history and our ancestry, and the things that, you know, we should be reminded of all the time, the things that we should, you know, keep abreast with. And that is, for me, just remembering the ones that went before us and who we are as a people generally.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and I can appreciate you know your contribution to this space.
Yeah.
You know, because I think one of the things that we take for granted is Tobago talent, and especially young Tobago talent.
I agree.
You know, and I feel real good. I mean, I have seen some of your work on social media and all about, and Man, I was real pleased, man. So just share with us, where did this journey begin? And kind of marry that with who is Mr. Daniel Clark.
Okay. So I would have studied at the University of Trinidad and Tobago. Before that, I would have been a heavy art major at high school, Bishop's High School I went to. And the task for me was trying to transfer art into something tangible and something that I could sell, and have it not be a dust collector. I wanted people to be able to have something that they could have tangibly and use and, you know, add a little bit more value to. So that's why I kind of studied fashion design. And, well, the University of Trinidad and Tobago has been an amazing experience for me in that I would have graduated Student of the Year. And the techniques and the skills that I would have learned there is what I apply to my label now. It is a situation of me trying to allow people to see fashion design in a different light. A lot of times it is one stereotypic look. The genre that I'm in fashion design is called streetwear, urban street style. So I tend to try a lot of mixtures and techniques that often are not placed together. So for me, it's about exploring and just having fun and, you know, just being able to allow people to see fashion design in a different light. It doesn't always have to be so formal or so heavy on techniques that are so old school, you know. So yeah.
I like the modern vibes. I mean,
yeah.
And I am somewhat into fashion. I probably am not very much knowledgeable about the techniques and everything, but I just like to look good.
Yeah.
And I mean, people take for granted that looking good is a part of the culture. You understand? We love to look good. I remember some years ago somebody was like, "Oh, where you going with you're just going on by the shop?
Yeah.
You have to look good. To be honest, just love to look good." And I am very much pleased to see that, you know, you're bringing that out. So I just want to ask, what does this operation entail? Like, do you sew your own stuff? Do you bring in stuff? I mean, what does it entail?
So yes. So firstly, I'm a fashion designer. I was formally trained, so I do make all of that. Well, most of my things I do make, and the process that goes into most of what I do is basically from scratch. Most things are from scratch. I'm also a designer stylist, so paired on the Patrice Roberts team, I am her stylist, and most of the things that you see her in are things that would have been created by my fashion label and styled by myself.
Wow.
I have a production assistant who is amazing and allows me to be able to be my best. Shout out to her this morning. Her name is Tamia Palmer. And it is a situation of just trying to produce quality work out of Tobago for, you know, everybody else who might be interested in, you know, maybe getting into that. Because for me, I don't take the opportunity for granted. I always feel good to know that I'm from Tobago and I'm able to perform on the level that I'm able to perform on with the artists and the clientele that I do have.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Clark. Unfortunately, they cut me time short this year, but we have my assistant coming on, my co-host, coming on to take you on to the other interviews. So guys, we're going to take a quick break. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards.
Welcome to Tobago Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and looms as
remains when
the public is
nobody lives here. Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood.
Spearside's marine in Tobago fishermen.
When will the Roxborough Hospital be fully functional?
Of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window
Still
at the
treasures like the golden
continue
waterfall
to rise in Tobago.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Oh God. Yes, my brother.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning.
Hi, good morning and welcome back to Tobago Updates. Just watching over to the live. Chantalor is saying, loving the youth folk energy. Keep it up. Tintin Jack says, good morning to my kids, Dwayne and Alia. Good morning to you too, Tintin. Here with us this morning, we have Daniel Clark, the owner and founder of Fluorescent Black. Good morning to you, Daniel.
Good morning, Alia. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing well.
Right. So, when Dwayne was interviewing you, someone on the live said, isn't this Patrice Roberts' stylist? So, tell us, who do you style for? Who have you styled for in the past?
Without trying to go too deep into the conversation.
Let's give us a few.
Yeah. Patrice Roberts has been one of my main successes, and I'm very, very proud of working on her team, and I enjoy that a lot. But attached to the other artists that I work with are Preedy, Ricardo Drew. I would have worked on Marshall Monday, the last show, the wedding. I work with Leonce, Adana Roberts, quite a few. Yeah.
A whole heap of artists.
Yeah.
And we should be proud of Daniel because he's Tobago's own. What I will ask Daniel now is, how has it been as a Tobagonian growing up wanting, did you want to be a designer first of all?
It was not my first choice. It happened because I wanted to be a little bit more entrepreneurial and business oriented around the creative arts.
And in the orange economy, we know that it's difficult as a youth on the island to get where you are today. So how has that journey been for you?
I often say I'm lucky. I have quite a few support systems that have allowed me to be in the position that I am, and those persons are still part of my team for today. Latoya Williams, who acts as my publicist currently. I also work with Adana Asan, who is the publicist for Patrice Roberts, and then a few other people who would have been influential in, putting me on to certain persons and, allowing my networking to range a little bit wider than the Tobago scope.
Okay, so what's next for Daniel? Or what's next for Fluorescent?
I'm taking my time as, I work with the artists that I do have, but I'm really, really interested in working with a bit more international names, as well as just being able to build my brand and position my business in a way where shopping is more accessible through a shoppable website, as well as just allowing myself the opportunity to give back to my community.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of great things coming from Daniel. In 30 seconds, tell us, what advice do you have for upcoming fashion designers, and also give us your handles and a way to contact you?
Okay, so my advice is start.
Just start. Just start. All right.
That's my advice. My handles are my business page is We Are Fluorescent Black on Instagram, and my personal page is danielclark._.
Okay. Thank you very much, Daniel, for being here with us. And in this next segment, we go over to Devon Adana with This Day in Tobago History.
Tobago history. Did you know that on February 9th, 1934, the HMS Frobisher bid Charlottesville goodbye? According to the Tobago Times newspaper, 88 years ago today, the HMS Frobisher left Tobago, having arrived on February 2nd of that year. The ship was one of 2 British Royal Naval ships that visited Tobago during that period. The Tobago Times reported that the other ship, the HMS Rodney, docked in Scarborough Harbour for a few hours and then went on to Speyside. The Frobisher, on the other hand, appears to have gone straight to Charlottesville, where it spent almost the entire week. According to Wikipedia, the HMS Frobisher was named after Sir Martin Frobisher, who was an English seaman and privateer who made 3 voyages to the New World looking for the Northwest Passage. Though there were 2 Royal Naval ships called HMS Frobisher, the one that likely visited Tobago was a Hawkins-class heavy cruiser launched in 1920. She would ultimately serve in the Second World War after leaving Tobago and was broken up in 1949 to be sold as scrap. The commander of the Frobisher said of Charlottesville, "This is a lovely little place." The crew was similarly enamored with the Windward District, the Times also reported. And on that Sunday, after the ship's arrival, many of the villagers availed themselves of the opportunity to go on board. The crew also took the opportunity to get involved in local Tobago life, with one Mr. K. Sawyer of the ship's crew lecturing to the Methodist Sunday School in Charlottesville, and the ship's chaplain, Reverend J. Wanstall, conducting the evening service. This has been This Day in Tobago History. My name is Devon Adana. Back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Devon Adana.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Morning. I'm well.
I see you doing some
How are you guys?
real great things on social media, man.
Is that so? Like what? Tell me.
Yeah. I love the fact that you very much share what Tobago is.
I try my best. I mean, it's a lot of research, but I try my best. I absolutely love it. I think we have so much history, and it's a crime not to share it.
Right, and you in the way that it's delivered as well. I mean, it's very funny. It's relative. I mean, people could relate to it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we long people, you gotta say we love the vibes.
Good.
On the live here with us, Nita Peters wants us to wish her granddaughter Jaleese in Texas, who's celebrating her 9th birthday today, a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Jaleese, and wishing you a lovely day today.
Yeah, I also want to wish you happy birthday as well. And for those who didn't get the birthday wishes from me, I also want to extend a happy birthday and belated birthdays for you guys as well.
Now, tonight is the Boo Boo Awards. You excited, then?
I am excited. I forgot to ask our producers about this because I anticipate great things. I mean, I don't think I've laughed in a while, but I do anticipate some good laughter and some fun stuff as well.
Yes, and we are privileged here at Tobago Updates to host the Boo Boo Awards. So tonight at 8 p.m. you all need to tune in for the Boo Boo Awards. But just before that, we have news at 7:30 with Patricia Nicholson and Marcus Daniel tonight.
I could ask you something though, Alia. I mean, are we hosting the Boo Boo Awards?
No, unfortunately not.
I thought we were... Oh, we haven't reached up there yet?
No, we haven't reached up there yet.
Okay.
Checks and cutting that high.
Yeah. Right, so let's see who we have on the live at this time. Alia, who we have on the live this morning?
I am seeing Afisha McCain. She says, well done, guys. Super proud of you. Miss Jenny Ali says, good job, team. Oh, Nita Peters is replying and said, thanks a million. She's excited that you recognize her. Hi, Jaleese.
I see Mr. Lawrence Hislop. Good morning, Mr. Hislop. Thank you for the support, man. He says, loving the youth flavor this morning. Keep up the good work. Tobago Updates. Thank you very much. On Tobago Updates, I must say thank you again for this opportunity.
But then, you know the youth show does bring real things. Today is the first day, but next week I think we have a big guest. You know who is our guest?
No, they doesn't tell me nothing. You know, they just call my phone last minute and say, "Well, come." Yeah. But who do we have this morning? Next week Wednesday.
That we have next week Wednesday, Mrs. Tracy Davidson Celestine, and this will be her first interview, and is on the youth show.
Wow.
After the elections.
I am very much excited.
We are very much excited for this.
And Miss Tracy Davidson Celestine is also a country girl, eh?
Yes, so, it's a country girl, so it's a country team.
Yeah, I think
bringing East things. Right.
Yeah, I love the vibes.
So now, guys, we have to reach to a point of sadness for us both. We would have lost a friend 2 days ago by the name of Kenton John. He was a beloved person to both of us, a jovial being. He was a part of my organization, Youth Elevating Youth. He was the board of director there, and he was also a part of the UE Guild. He was a part of Random Entertainment, very much more.
Yeah, and it is interesting that those pictures came up. We actually graduated on the same day. Kenton has been somewhat of a backbone for me as well, and an inspiration. He's actually a year younger than I am, and trust me when I said that he's a person that I really looked up to, and sometimes misunderstood, but well loved. And the truth is, guys, this year has been quite a solemn year for many, especially during this entire COVID period, and this period is no different. And I want to wish condolences to the family and all his friends, and trust me, I know he has a lot of supporters, and from my heart, I would miss Kenton. I'm trying my best to not be teary, but Kenton was a really good one.
Some persons would have said over his passing that to know him was to love him, and indeed that is true. And we here as his friends and the host of Tobago Updates will tell the family condolences. We are trying to hold it together as much as we can right now. We hope that everyone gets to live the life that they deserve and celebrate it the way that they would have wanted to when their time comes. We also want to ensure and tell persons that depression is real, mental health is important. Check your mental health and ensure that you have a close knit of people around you.
Yeah, and it's on that same vein, I too want to extend or to wish our Tobagonians and even our supporters all over the world to be healthy, stay safe. This brings us to the end of our interview this morning, and I want to thank you guys for the support. Thank you to Tobago Updates. Alia, we are signing out. Enjoy your day, be safe, and see you next week, Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Pretty like my mama. I don't wanna pick your brains. I just want the microphone. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning.